In order to understand the development of agriculture in the developing as well as developed world, or you can say in developed world and in India, we do a comparison or we do two case studies. Okay, and these case studies are like example of a farm in USA and example of farm in India. Both these farmhouses, they are compared. Okay, so we start with the Indian farm. Okay, so the size of Indian farm is small. Fine, it is very small. The size of Indian farm is 1.5 hectare. Okay, and farmer is not living in the field or on the farm. He stays in his village. Next thing, okay, this Indian farmer normally, when he needs labor, family members, they accompany him and they work in the field. Okay, he rents tractors from like it may be some relative or some other person for plowing. Okay, so some people, they are still using bullocks for plowing. He has to buy water from his neighbors because he has no tube well or source of water in his own field. Fine. And what he has cows and buffaloes also. Okay. Cows, and their milk is sold to cooperative society. Cooperative. Okay, and this society, it provides him input or advice for his farming also. Okay, so Indian farmer, he takes advice from elders, cooperative society, okay, or relatives. Whenever he needs money, loan, he takes it from banks or from from cooperative societies. And these milk societies, they also help in artificial insemination or all the, like whenever his cattle they get disease, okay, they help him out with those things. Fine. So cooperative societies are very helpful for the Indian farmer. So now the next thing is what he sows in his fields. Okay, so Indian farmer, he uses high yielding varieties, okay, buys seeds from every second, okay. So 1 year he buys seeds, and next year also he uses the same seeds. Again the third year he buys new seeds, okay. And his land is fertile, and normally he takes two seasons, or he takes two crops in the same field in a year. Okay, sowing is sowing and cutting, harvesting. These all things they happen, or they are done twice. Okay. Now, one more thing is that he has no storing facility. Okay. And he has to sell his product as and when they are ready. He has no choice. He has no power to hold those products and sell them to the market whenever the prices are high. So Indian farmer, he sells where he sells his products? He sells his products to mandis. Okay, fine. So this is what we must know about Indian farm. And next in the line or next point of discussion is American farm. Fine. So now we will discuss American farm. American farms are very big in comparison to Indian farms. Okay, Indian farm was 1.5 hectares, and the American farms are 250 hectares in size. They are very huge. Okay, fine. Farmer So, not like Indian farmer who lives in his village, whereas the American farmer, he lives on his farm. Also, the workers who work on the farm, they also stay on the farm. Normally there are separate quarters or separate sheds for the living of workers on the farm. Okay, now the next thing is that American farmers, they produce cotton, wheat, corn, sugar beet. Okay, these are the main crops which are cultivated by American farmer. One more thing, soybean. Whereas Indian farmer, okay, what Indian farmer cultivates is this I forgot, so I am writing it now. Pulses, wheat, rice, okay, and he also cultivates some small amounts of millets, okay. Whereas, okay, now American farmer, he normally takes one crop. Here, fine. Whereas Indian farmers, farmer is taking two crops. Okay, his farm is very big. He uses lot of fertilizers, chemicals. Okay. Okay, sometimes these farms, they are very big, so for spraying these chemicals, he uses aeroplanes also. Okay. So he uses computers, and his computers are connected with satellites, and those satellites, they provide images of the field, of the farm and crop, and from these images he is able to judge, okay, and locate the place where he requires to put these fertilizers. Okay, so from these images, this farmer, he is able to locate on it precisely, okay, that which part of his field it requires fertilizers. Okay, now one more very important thing what American farmer he does is he collects soil samples, and those soil samples, they go to soil labs or testing laboratories, and when that report comes, okay, then by examining those reports, he is able to know that his soil is deficient fertilizer. Okay, from that report he knows that his soil is deficient in which fertilizer, and then he applies that particular fertilizer. Okay, so American farmer is a bit more scientific. Fine. Now he uses machines. So these are all the machines which are used, even aeroplanes. Okay, he uses threshers, combines, levelers to tractors. Okay. Tractors. Okay, these all things are used by him. There is very less manual work on an American farm. Now, store. American farmer has facility of stores on his farm only, and he stores his product at that place, that store, and he keeps that product till he gets better rates in the market. Second thing is these farmers, they have all the facilities of transport. Well connected transport system is there, so that their perishable products, they reach the markets very easily. Perishable products means those items, those food items which get spoiled fast. Okay, fine. Now, American farmer, he is American farmer, he is a businessman. Okay, he performs all these activities as a business. Fine. So in India, whereas Indian farmer is not working like businessman, he is professional. Professional businessman. Fine. Okay. With this, we come to the end of this chapter, and if you have any queries, okay, then you can please tell me, so that I will take care of these queries. Fine.